What's up, guys? Good morning. It is day 3 of San Diego Comic-Con 2018. It's Saturday, and I just picked up my Conan O'Brien show tickets for this year. I got in line at about 6 a.m. this morning, and even though they did change some things this year, that they're not really doing a standby and they still oversold the tickets, you still have to show up early in the morning, hand over your IOTA, whatever the website name is, hand over your printed tickets, and they give you a hard ticket, Ticketmaster ticket, and a wristband essentially. So I secured that just now, and I'm glad I did because the line was insane. If you didn't get in line until maybe 7:30, there's a good chance you won't be done till maybe 9:30 or so. It's not a slow process, but they have to scan your ticket, they have to check your ID, give you the wristband, and tell you to be back by a certain time so that you are guaranteed a seat. Now, you are also assigned seat, so it's not too bad that if you don't show up at like 2 o'clock, even though the theater closes at 3:30, but you don't want to show up after 3:30. So I'm really excited for that. I'm hearing it's going to be the Aquaman cast, so we'll see Jason Momoa and Amber Heard and all them. And I'm not sure what pop they're going to give away today because they have been giving away all the pops. I think it's random per person, so that every day they'll give away all 4, but it just depends which one you get. So I guess I will find that out too. Right now I'm just heading to the convention center and getting a little bit of the con in before my shift at 10:30, being done at 1:30, walking around the con a little bit more, and then heading to Conan and having fun there. So see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, so here's just a quick note about expecting the unexpected at San Diego Comic-Con. My volunteer shift is at 10:30 today, and they usually let us into the convention center about 9:30. That's the official start time. For whatever reason, we didn't get in until 9:45. I don't know whether it was a mix-up, whether I just got in a bad line, but by the time I got in, I was shooting for Adam Hughes, who only has a signing and sketch period from 10 to 11:30 today. And I really wanted to get another sketch from him. He's one of my favorite artists. He does a great job at everything he does. So I'm not too disappointed that I didn't get him. But anyway, so as I'm waiting in line, it comes up to 10 o'clock, and I'm about 10, 12 people deep in line. And I asked one of his assistants, how long will the wait be? She said about an hour. And I couldn't do that, being past 10 o'clock, and I have my shift at 10:30, so I had to book it. But in the meantime, while I was standing in line, I saw Bruce Timm was at his table. And the other day, there was a little fiasco that happened where the fans and collectors and, unfortunately scalpers and flippers were causing such a havoc at his booth that he stopped selling sketches. And when people came back later in the day, he said that he sold out and he's not going to sell anymore for the weekend. As I'm waiting in Adam Hughes' line before leaving, I see someone walk away with a Catwoman sketch. And I asked him, did he just do that? Did you have it before? What was the situation? And he said, no, he has a binder full of pre-done sketches, which he is accustomed to doing. So I ran over, I was maybe number 3 in line, and I was able to secure a Hulk sketch. So, even though I didn't get Adam Hughes, I was able to get a Bruce Timm. I was really hoping for an Old Man Bruce because I do have a Batman Beyond that I'll be showing in just a moment. So I'm not too disappointed. The Hulk is still one of my favorite characters. I know I have about 50 different favorite characters, but just you have to always keep your eyes open and expect the unexpected.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Are you interested in more sketches? Hi, bye.
Hey guys, I am here at Conan right now. I booked it from the convention center and it has been a crazy day so far. I had my shift from 10:30 to 1:30 or 10 to 1 actually, and I had to run around and pick up sketches. I was able to get a quick Adi Granov sketch, which I'll share in a moment. So I got Adi, I got Shane Davis. Neil Adams unfortunately forgot my sketch at home or at his hotel, so he's going to ship it to me for free next week, which is super great. You know, I can tell him and his wife felt really bad and I just won't be able to make it here on Sunday, so he said he would ship it to me at no charge, which is really cool. You know, I offered him to pay, I offered other options, and he said, no, you know what, we'll finish it up, we'll touch it up, and we'll ship it out on Monday. So that's really cool. Booked it here to Conan. I hope you guys can hear me. And as I'm coming in, I noticed other people saying, and it looks like they are still doing a standby line, even though there was kind of some mystery about what's going on. But yeah, I am in, and I am a lot closer than I thought I was. I didn't realize just how small or how big the theater is. You know, I'll take a quick scan of the room. So, you know, there's the upper and lower sections right now. So I'm in the lower section, the third row. And in just a moment, I'll show you guys what it looks like from my view. This is how close I am. The stage is like right there. I'm in the third row right here. So we got the whole setup right there. I'm assuming the podium where Conan might talk. We got the screen over there. We got the live band right there. So hopefully this starts up soon. The theater is almost full. I'm sure they're gonna wait till 3:30 because that's the time they told me to show up, 3:30, and then they're gonna start doing the standby line. So we will just wait now and see what goes on. I don't think I'm allowed to film or take photos during the show, but if I can, you know, I'll snap some photos and share a little bit more of that as well. And if not, then we'll see what happens afterwards. I'm hoping to meet Conan after because I know he stays and signs and meets the fans too, and it'd be really cool to meet him and whatever other guests are here. Good morning, everyone. It is the last day of San Diego Comic-Con 2018, but unfortunately I am not heading in there today. You know, it's 2018 has been a crazy year. You know, I've never been this exhausted from Comic-Con before. Of course, there's always that tiredness that you get from just any convention, especially one this size, and traffic is a nightmare as usual. But you know, especially for 2018, a lot of people have been saying how much crazier it's been than in years past. And I don't know if it's the crowds per se within the convention because they kind of sell the same amount of badges every year, but definitely outside in the San Diego area, it's been a absolute nightmare. I mean, traffic is backed up as usual. The crowds are even worse than usual. You know, there's so many people around that you just don't really see in years prior to this. And I know even my parents, the last time they were here in San Diego for Comic-Con was 2011, and that was my first Comic-Con, and even they said how much crazier it is. Granted, it's been 7 years since that show. You know, even after going, this is my 8th year now attending, and usually we see a steady change from year to year, and this year has just been crazy skyrocket change from years past. So on top of, or in addition to that, you know, volunteering too always gets me tired, and you lose a lot of time from it. And you know, of course, I am forever grateful to be able to attend this convention and be able to volunteer. I still meet so many great people and have so many great experiences from it, but it really puts a downer on your, I shouldn't say downer, it really puts a different perspective on, you know, your overall Comic-Con experience, because you do lose about 4 hours or so a day, give or take, maybe half an hour between checking in for your shift, getting your assignment done, checking out, you know, finding an assignment for the following day. And depending on what your goals are for Comic-Con, you know, it just depends on how that will affect you. For me, between all the signings and exclusives I want to get to, all the creators and artists I want to see, the 4 hours I lose from volunteering, you know, can really affect and change my entire game plan. I know I wasn't able to see a lot of the artists and writers I wanted because of that, but again, you know, it just puts everything into a perspective for what you actually have in mind and what your goals are for this show. So, you know, the last night as I said, my parents did come down. It's like we went to get dinner. So last night we went to Phil's Barbecue. It's probably one of the best barbecue joints I've ever had. Granted, I can't compare it to other states' barbecue places because I haven't really had barbecue in another state. But, you know, that place alone is about an hour and a half of wait, depending on your party. So be prepared to wait, but it is totally worth it. And once you do sit down, they bring the food to you fast because they're just constantly cooking that barbecue all day. And this morning we are back to Richard Walker's Pancake House. My parents are joining me this time, so we're going to be able to try a few different things because it is not just me, so I can actually finish the food this time and not have to, you know, let it go to waste. But right now I'm also headed to the Hyatt, where volunteers, we do get our t-shirts every year as a thank you for volunteering. So once I get that t-shirt, my parents are waiting in line and I will be able to head back and we can enjoy it and drive up back to LA. Now, I know it's been kind of a wonky video series I'm doing, and especially because I haven't been able to upload anything because the Wi-Fi has been crazy slow in the hotel. But once I get home, I'll be able to add some more video of my personal experience and get a better rundown of what went on each day.